So, hello again. Let's talk, episode 2, part 2. We'll be going over Black American history this time, finding similarities between our history. While I was doing some research, I saw some pretty cool things you never really think about.
Who calling this?
Nobody.
Ah.
So first, I guess I'll start off with the basic outline, I guess, of Black history in America. So it started off with Black Americans, Black people, African people in slavery. So it was slavery. Then it was the Civil War and Reconstruction. That was after slavery.
Mm-hmm.
That was in the 1800s, 1865 to just about when the Jim Crow laws started to really affect the southern parts of the nation. Then after that, after Jim Crow, then it was Civil Rights era. They were just about around the same time, Civil Rights era and Jim Crow. Well,
Mm-hmm.
Civil Rights was a response to Jim Crow.
Mm-hmm.
And then from Civil Rights, then we have a more movement into modern times. You know, yeah. So I have these notes, but I guess I'll start off slavery. So slavery in America started 1619, went until about 1865. That was the Civil War. And I say about then because even after slavery, as you know, like Juneteenth is a celebration for slavery. I think it'd be cool. But even though the slaves were declared free after the Civil War, not everybody honored that in the South. So Juneteenth, why it's called Juneteenth, is actually because they didn't tell all the slaves that they were free. So it was whenever the war ended, they were supposed to be free, but they kept them enslaved for a couple months.
Mm-hmm.
So it was Juneteenth is when everybody was free. Yeah, that's why they call it Juneteenth.
Hey, I remember learning that.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the first I heard of it. I was like, 18, 19, 20?
Yeah. So it's they just didn't really care. They just treated black folk like anything. But yeah, slavery in America was a time where racial inequities and racial differences was at the height. So that's where you get the whole let me see the torch. That's where you see the whole black people were slaves. Yeah, there were Irish people before that were slaves, but legally in the law, black, Indian, Jew, mulatto, Malay, all these different groups. It was just people who wasn't white, was legally a slave. I'll be reading some of what those laws were. It was crazy as hell, bro. But no, for real. But that's when that came out. That's when that really started happening. And after they started slavery, there was this mindset that went on with the white Americans, European Americans or British people, that black people were subhuman or inferior.
Uh-huh.
I don't really know how to describe it. Yes, they thought they were subhuman and inferior, but you were not allowed to have sex or kids with them, but they kept raping them and everything. It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
I mean, they did that everywhere, but it just doesn't make sense. But during slavery, there was all these slave codes. So slave codes are just the laws on the slaves during the time. A lot came from the British when they were here. So the British came in around 1705. Was it Ohio? I think. No, Virginia. My bad. Virginia was the first state that made the slave codes, or I think it was one of the first states that made slave codes. They're just laws on how a slave is supposed to be and is supposed to live and serve their master. Let me go and read some of them. So this was I guess the beginning of the laws on slavery in America. They changed a little bit from state to state, and they changed a little bit from as time go on, but they were about the same.
Mm-hmm.
So
I wonder what politician was having illegitimate child, so they had to switch up the law, so they wouldn't get in trouble.
For what? For what?
I'm talking like the people in power
During
at that time.
slavery?
Yeah.
It didn't matter.
It's like it varied, but it's like I wonder who were the people who were directly affected by those small changes. You know what I mean?
Oh, no. So the it was always to affect black people.
Right.
Like, and this it's strictly that. Like
But you
any
would think,
law.
like, wouldn't there be like states that were like a lot more lenient about it?
Barely. It was so you know how they say like a white Christian nation?
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Like in the beginning, it was white Christian. Like there's a law in here. Sorry, one second. Oh dang! But there's a law in here about like if an enslaved person becomes free, and they were to buy a slave that wasn't their complexion or like a white Christian slave, the slave was free. Yeah.
Wait,
so like
repeat that. So,
if I was a slave, right?
Yeah.
And then I got free somehow, some way. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a slave, and I buy this white Christian person. The slave's free, so I didn't buy him. Yeah. Yeah, but they can buy me.
yeah.
I think I could get in trouble for that shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Dang. And even if you were freed and like, nah, there's still people who just didn't respect it 100%.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Let me just read off some of these laws. So, intermarrying. So, let me read off how they saw intermarriages.
Damn, this fire's cooking.
Yeah. Okay, so, and for a further Christian care and usage of all Christian servants, that no Negroes, mulattoes, or Indians, although Christians, or Jews, Moors, Mahometans, or other infidels shall at any time purchase any Christian servant, nor any other except of their own complexion, or such as are declared slaves by this act. And if any Negro, mulatto, or Indian, Jew, Moor, Mahometan, or other infidel, or such as are declared slaves by this act, shall notwithstanding purchase any Christian white servant, the said servant shall ipso facto become free and acquit from any service then due, and shall be also held, deemed, and taken. And if any person having such Christian servant shall intermarry with any Negro, mulatto, or Indian, Jew, Moor, Mahometan, or other infidel, every Christian right servant of every such person that's intermarrying shall be free and acquit from any service. So if you was white and you own 20 white slaves and you decided to marry a Mexican woman, all your slaves are free.
Fuck.
Yeah, if you're white. But if you're black and you own 20 slaves, your slaves are free. Or if you're Indian, native,
Yeah.
own 20 slaves, your slaves are free. Jewish, all those people.
That's crazy. They didn't like Jewish people either.
Well,
White Christian, yeah.
Well, back then it's they were all white though, so we
Yeah.
don't know. Back then it was different. Like I guess I have to know more about like Jewish history, but we don't know what those people were. You know how we have the Hebrew Israelites?
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? It's like we don't really know. There's so many lies and everything in the world. There were black Jews, like there's the Ethiopian Jews and everything. So yeah.
So they were just going through finding whatever Africans could like claim to be any variations. Like, oh, I'm not black, I'm Jewish. Is that?
I don't know. These are from British people, and I just don't. I say that because I don't know how they think. I think it was just anybody who was not white Christian. And back then it was more strict. Like they meant this because everybody kind of knew who they were talking about. Like they were probably just talking about English people. But everybody knew it at the time, and they didn't have to really put it in the books. That's just a theory. But that's one of these laws. There's some more. Oh, servants who no, not that one. Oh, women having bastards with black men. Sorry, one second. There was some crazy. Oh, killing slaves. Oh yeah, you could kill slaves. It is like, let me read this. And if any slave resist his master or owner or any other person by his or her order, correcting such slaves and shall happen to be killed in such correction, it shall not be accounted felony, but the master, owner, or every such person so giving the correction shall be free and acquit of all punishment and accusation for the same, as if the accident never happened. That's a law.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, that's like legally could kill people.
And it's crazy how they framed it. It's like, oh yeah, if like you're just trying to correct them, you know, punish him, and he ends up accidentally dying. It's like, oh, it's whatever.
So if you say, give me some water, and he say no, you get
it's
mad and kill him. It's kind of
crazy how like they try to cover their moral ass.
Yeah.
You know, like, you know, you was just trying to punish him for something.
Yeah.
But if he ends up dying, like, oops. You know, like, they couldn't just straight out say, like, you're allowed to kill slaves.
They did, though.
No, they did. But
yeah,
like,
on paper, yeah.
It's like, it's still to keep, like, the moral compass, you know?
Well, I'm sure at the beginning of this, it was like a few laws. Yeah. And then as things started happening, they just started putting stuff on there. Change it a little bit, you know, so it works for the white people. I'm not trying to be racist, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, that was really their terminology during that time. You know what I'm saying? It was the white people and the Negroes and the mulattoes and Indians and slaves. I'm sorry. That was the time. That was the times at that time. And Jews, shit.
Yeah.
But I don't think they mean the Jews over in Israel, though.
Yeah, nah.
But yeah, so that was the slave code. So that was in Virginia.
It's kind of crazy, like thinking about like the Hebrew Israelites too. Like, you know, like they're considered Jews, and I don't know. I just never seen that connection before.
What?
The Hebrew Israelites, like, and them being considered like Jewish in the context of what's going on there. It's like, oh, let's include them.
Oh yeah.
Because like the Hebrew Israelites, like they're Jewish, right?
Yeah. The Hebrews. But those are the slave codes. That was about it was probably a little different in every state. Yeah. Some states probably had like less rules on like what happens to white people if something bad happens. That's how it was. I don't know about the other rules. I just found this from Virginia.
Yeah.
This is a law from 1705. And from there, then we had the black codes. Oh, sorry. I'm skipping ahead. Yeah, so that was during slavery, and that enabled all the white people, white European Americans, to just do whatever they wanted to slaves, like these slave codes. So slaves really couldn't have any say. Like there's a law that says if a slave is caught with a weapon, a gun or a club or a knife or anything, you could take the gun, you could take all the weapons, you could take all their stuff, and then you gotta send them back to their owner. You could just rob them.
Yeah.
yeah. If they have a weapon, you could just rob them. That's crazy. Even if they're on official business. Yeah. So that was during slavery, and like you can see, you can have all types of slaves. It wasn't just African. Wasn't just African slaves. Oh snap. And then from there, from all that, you know, social, racial injustice in America, you get the Underground Railroad. So that was a big staple in the Black American history. It was just a passage that, you know, slaves used. It wasn't a passage. It was a bunch of different passages and like trails to freedom, to like the North. They say the North. The Underground Railroad actually went to the North. It went to the Caribbean, and it went to Mexico too. A lot of people went to the North, but people in like Texas, they went to Mexico. Yeah. And you know, something interesting I saw, they crossed the Rio Grande. Yeah. Like thousands of, yeah.
I wonder how the Rio Grande was at that time.
It was walkable.
Was it? That's crazy.
But yeah, they crossed to Mexico because they didn't see black people the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, how was it that time? She was still big. Like,
you said what?
That the river was still big.
Yeah.
I think if there was no water there yet.
Yeah, I think they still had to swim a little bit probably, but I don't think it was the same. It was 1800, 1865. That's a long time ago, but that's not too long.
200 years.
Yeah, it's not that. I mean, that's long. It's not. It's long to us, but it's not really long. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's like 2 lifetimes for a human, right? There's still people now that are like 100 years old.
Yeah. So like their
Damn.
grandparents. Yeah.
Damn, not even.
Not even. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. The Underground Railroad, that was a big part of the getting slaves to freedom during the slavery in America. Harriet Tubman, she was a big figure in that. She was a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
She was born in Maryland, but then look, if you look it up online, they say like what 70 people. She said it says she helped 70 people. You know that's a lie. How you gonna know how many people? When it was, the point was to keep it a secret. So how are you gonna know how many people she helped?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
You can't really verify
You can't
that.
verify nothing. Like they even have an estimate for the number of people that went to Mexico
And
from
then
the Underground Railroad, and it's like in the hundreds. I'm like, that's a lie.
And
That's a
it's
straight
like,
lie.
I mean, to think like, I mean, it was supposed to be a secret, but the secret is big enough that her name like traveled through at a time that information doesn't go that quick. Yeah, nah.
Yeah, it was yeah. They just don't really know.
What do you think?
I'm sure it was thousands. I'm sure it was a lot. It was enough to piss them off. That's why
Yeah.
we know about her. Yeah, it wasn't
how
just
we
like. Yeah. It's not like it was like just 2-3 people. They wouldn't even
Yeah.
notice.
Yeah, because like when I think about it, like when it comes to an Underground Railroad, Harriet Tubman is the only person I've heard about.
Oh well, just the one you've heard about. There's
Yeah.
a group of people called the abolitionists.
Okay.
You've heard about them, Frederick Douglass.
Yes.
Yeah, he's an abolitionist. It was a group of
Okay.
people who tried to, help the struggle in America of black people.
Uh-huh.
Frederick Douglass and Harriet Tubman lived during the same time.
Mm.
Yeah, so they were probably working together for all this.
Uh-huh.
We don't know. We don't know. A lot of them, they took a lot of this history to the grave.
Kind of had to at that time.
You had to.
That's
You had
the
to. Yeah. Yeah. And then you had the Civil War after about like the Underground Railroad time. The Underground Railroad, that was about from 1800 to 1865. The estimate time when they noticed that people was just disappearing. But Civil War 1865. They say, this is what they say. They say it was fought to free the slaves. As you know, it probably. I mean, it was not. It was for money. End of the day, it was for money. I might not know all the little things about it, but it was over somebody wanting more money and someone getting mad. And then the slavery thing was a consequence of that they're using to like try to be like, yeah, we,
The moral high ground.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
Civil War.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That was a crazy, like, again, I didn't learn about that until college.
Yeah.
So it's like, to think like for what, like,
Wait, you learned about what? Harriet Tubman?
no, like the Civil War, like the Civil War, like they teach you that Civil War is to free the slaves until like you graduate high school and then you get into college and
I tell you.
then they tell you.
Yeah. 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 So that was the Civil War, and then Reconstruction. Reconstruction was after the Civil War. It was just a time where America was trying to rebuild after slavery. So slaves, they were working. They're sharecropping. A lot of slaves went free.
Mhm.
That's the illusion they tried to tell you, is all the slaves was free. They wasn't, because a lot of them were still in bondage, like debt bondage and stuff like that, or other types
Yeah.
of bondage. They were still enslaved for a while.
Yeah, because I mean, like the lack of education of like how the government system works, and then you got people who really hate.
That's not necessarily the problem, because a
Maybe it
lot of
was.
slaves could have wanted to stay on the plantation just so they can get to a better place to move on. So I wouldn't say that would be one of the stifling points. The bad thing is when they say they freed the slaves and you kept them enslaved when they didn't want to be. Because there's some slaves who wanted to be on the plantations just to get to a better place until they were able to leave. But some wanted to get out. And some of those slave owners kept them there.
Because if I have to do it for you,
Yeah.
I have to do it for everybody
Yeah.
else.
Yeah,
Bro.
it's crazy.
Ah, bro.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, Reconstruction, that was after it, and we were still getting out of slavery and all that. That was from Reconstruction was from about 1865 to 1877.
Uh-huh.
That's when a lot of the Chinese road workers. You heard about that? This is when a whole bunch of Chinese people came over to America to try to. They built the railroad system. They built the transcontinental railroad system.
Yeah.
That's what. And there was all that. They were treating them real bad and everything. You know why they did that? You know why they let the Chinese do that?
Because they're cheaper flavor.
There's no slaves. That's literally it.
Yeah,
It was after the Civil War. It was. If it was no Civil War, we would have built the. Like, these people are focused on not doing the work.
Yeah.
These people back then were focused on not doing. They do the work now. They do their own work now, and so that's why they ask, like, why are black people so mad still? But back then it was not the same. But yeah, at the end of Reconstruction, when things got to a better place, that's when Jim Crow happened. And Jim Crow was a time in American history where this in school too, they'll tell you Jim Crow was a time where they were just against black people. Yes, Jim Crow were laws against black people to separate us and keep us separate from white people, but it was to everybody. People got to realize that Jim Crow was applied to everybody. You know about the Chinese Exclusion Act?
No.
The Chinese Exclusion Act was an act where Chinese people could not become citizens. That was during Jim Crow. There's this mass lynching in Texas called La Matanza, the massacre or something, during Jim Crow. Yeah, it was towards black people. Yes, Jim Crow was towards black people, but it was to everybody. It was to everybody who wasn't white. Like, you've seen the slaves, no dogs, no Negroes, no Mexicans. That's Jim Crow to everybody. Yeah, that's Jim Crow. It was mainly to black people. Yeah. That's what it was. It was to keep us separate from white people. But let me read off some Jim Crow laws. They're just crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's so crazy. Like, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably gonna be the first time I've actually heard the Jim Crow laws, because like everybody kind of just said like Jim Crow laws, Jim Crow laws.
Oh yeah,
like, yeah. I mean, it's pretty easy for me to guess, but
yeah. So this was in Alabama. This is about nurses. So this says no person or corporation shall require any white female nurse or to nurse in wards or rooms in hospitals, either public or private, in which Negro men are placed. Yeah. Toilet facilities, every employer of white or Negro male shall provide for such white or Negro males reasonably accessible and separate toilet facilities. This was like law.
Yeah.
Like they had to restaurants. It shall be unlawful to conduct a restaurant or other place for the serving of food in the city at which white and colored people are served in the same room, unless such white or colored persons are effectually separated by a solid partition extending from the floor upward to a distance of 7 feet or higher, and unless a separate entrance from the street is provided for each compartment. Like, bro, this is in Alabama. They got Texas, South Carolina, Florida. Intermarriage. All marriages between white person and a Negro or between a white person and a person of Negro descent to the 4th generation inclusive are hereby forever prohibited. Yeah. It was stuff like this. Yeah, just to keep us separate. And it was in most of the states in the South. Yeah, that was during Jim Crow law. And another thing during Jim Crow, they was lynching. That was during lynchings of all these black people. They would just kill black people hanging from trees and all that. Mainly it was towards black people, but again, they lynched everybody. If you weren't white, they didn't care. You know what I'm saying? There was lynchings of Mexicans, La Matanza. That was during Jim Crow. They killed about 5,000 Mexican
That's
Mexican
fucking
people?
crazy.
Yeah, lynched them.
They're probably a bunch of mulattoes too.
I don't know. I think it was mostly Mexicans because in Texas, that's what I'm saying. Mulattoes, it was just black. Back then, that's Spanish talk. We don't speak Spanish. You black or Mexican. That's how it was. Yeah, mulatto, nigga, or Mexican nigga. That's how it was. That's how it was. But that's why the history of America applies to all minorities.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, like they say they want to separate us, but they treat us, they put us in different rooms just to do the same things to us. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
That's fucking crazy.
yeah. And then the Great Migration, that was black people. That's when black people, a whole bunch of black people came from the south up to the north. It was like millions, 5 million or something like that, 6
Yeah.
million. 1917. That was around the time when they was killing all the, doing all the Mexican lynching and all the lynchings down there.
Fuck.
It was crazy. Crazy. Because, at that time, that was just after they got Texas from Mexico. So there was a lot of Mexican people there.
Mm-hmm.
That fueled a lot of it. Because it was our land now.
Mm-hmm.
Or not, it was their land now. So they was already mad at black folk because we wasn't working no more.
Mm-hmm.
And then these fucking Mexicans are here.
Mhm.
It was just making them mad. Like, what? And the thing is, when I was reading all this research, something that came up, it was the craziest thing. It was like, oh, the white people got scared. Oh, the white people were feared. I'm like, what? Like, afraid of what? Afraid of slave uprisings. Afraid of,
Yeah, retaliation.
But of what? Like, like afraid when you were like oppressing. That's crazy. And then the thing is, that train of thought is still here to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Black people violent, scary. That's crazy. But what else? Oh, and civil rights. That was after that.
Mm-hmm. After Jim Crow, right? It was a response.
It was during Jim Crow. So civil rights was a response to Jim Crow to give us better civil liberties. When we couldn't even like go to the same bathroom as a white person without getting put on a tree and whipped. Crazy. Yeah. So yeah, Martin Luther King, he spearheaded that. He was not spearheaded. That's stupid. He was like the primary. That's the main person you hear about when you hear about civil rights.
Yeah, because I remember the other day when you mentioned, and I was like curious to ask about it then, but I kind of wanted to save it for like here, where it's like Martin Luther King and Malcolm X were like pinned against each other during that time, and still now like.
No, they were so.
Yeah, because you mentioned like they were actually like really cool with each other.
Yeah, because they helped each other. The
Martin
Muslims,
Luther King was like going towards more Malcolm X's ideology.
Yeah,
which is supposedly supposed to be like extreme and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, so they were alive during the same time, and they would help each other, in certain ways. Because the Muslims in America, the black Muslims in America, they would be like security for Martin Luther King, and they would help him out and protect him. Because he wouldn't be able to go out and just say whatever he wanted, do all that stuff with no protection. The people who protected him were the black Muslims. What Malcolm X stood for, I don't really like agree with everything he stood for, but he did help with the civil rights for black people in America.
Right, which isn't really like I never heard it. Every time I hear Malcolm X growing up, it was just like, oh, he was kind of an extremist.
Yeah.
And so
everybody has extremists.
Yeah, but like when you call somebody an extremist, it's usually a bad thing.
Oh yeah, well he's black. He's a nice word. Could have called him a nigger. Fucking terrorist nigger. Yeah. And then civil rights, the I Have a Dream speech, so that we can come and live together, so that Jim Crow and all those laws are separating us and everything. And then from that we get, modern day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and then actually I kind of wanted to time this out because I said a whole bunch of these dates.
Yeah.
But I want to connect it to like real life, right? So like my let me find the picture. Or connect it to my life.
Yeah, we still got fireworks going on.
I know.
It's probably because they all on sale and shit.
Yeah. So my let me get great grandma, Katie Bell Pouncey. She was Native American in this picture, right? She was born in around like the 1862 time. Let me show you her.
And was that during Jim Crow?
That was during the Civil War.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, near that time. Woman right there, on the right.
Uh-huh. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, and then on her lap was my great
That's two.
my great
Yeah.
great grandma.
Uh-huh.
That's what's her name? Her, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. So yeah, if anybody ever say, oh, natives weren't black, they dark black. You know why they call them Indians is because they look like Indians, and Indians have the entire range of skin color.
Yeah.
People forget that. Like they only think the natives here are light skinned.
Yeah.
They call them Indians because they look like Indians.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So if anybody ever say,
That's insane.
yeah, she was born. When was she born? She was born. Shit. Let's see, Pearl. Oh no. No, Maggie. That's Maggie Fields.
Mm-hmm.
1888.
Mm-hmm.
Right, 1888 was
And that was the photo you showed me. Yeah.
Yeah, what was 1888? That was during that was after Reconstruction.
Mhm.
That was during Jim Crow. She was born during Jim Crow. And then my my great granddad,
John Henry Thompson.
no,
Edward B.
Early Bird. Earl, it says Earl up there.
Earl William Thompson.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He was born 1915. And that was during the Great Migration. So he came up here when he was 2 years old during the Great Migration to South Bend. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, because of the Great Migration and all the lynchings and killings of black people down there.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
actually kind of cool.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Like having a direct connection here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here to South Bend.
Yeah. But yeah,
It
all
wasn't
these
doing Great
timelines.
Migration. It was just,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe you can call it that. I feel like,
What'd you say?
well, because like, you know, Mexicans that keep migrating up here too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think in the night, I've heard of some people, some Latinos here, like their parents came in like the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's
Yeah.
kind of crazy to think about, though.
Yeah, and then when my grandpa got here, actually, when he got to South Bend, he found that there was still the North and the South. They want to say like the North was better. Yeah, the North was a place that black people went to for freedom, but there was still slavery up here. It just wasn't the same.
It wasn't like,
It wasn't as malicious. Wasn't as evil.
Yeah.
It was still evil, but you could still come here and be free easier. That's why they came here. You know what I'm saying? And you had more people who were sympathetic to like being like, hey, slavery is bad, so you could come up here. But there's still slavery. You know, that's
Yeah.
that
there's
myth.
still the prejudice.
Yeah, and there's still the prejudice and everything. That myth that there was no slavery up north, that's a lie. But yeah, so when he got here, there was still like not Jim Crow laws, but black codes and everything.
Yeah.
So he founded So when my great grandpa, when he came up to South Bend, he found the 17 and 1800 block of Elmer Street for black people because there was still a lot of racial inequities and everything. And actually, fun fact, my family didn't know. They didn't know. My mom found out when a book came out talking about it. Yeah, he died. It didn't tell my grandma or my mom.
Nah, that's how men were though at that time.
Yeah, but
like with their
damn.
daughters, they wouldn't say shit. But that's fucking crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah.
Did he have any sons?
Yeah.
I'm gonna wonder if they knew.
Yeah, he had a couple. I don't think anybody knew, man. Yeah.
Damn, that's actually really insane.
Yeah, two sons.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and then
I'm sure they knew.
after that he had my grandma, and then my grandma had my mom, and then my mom had me and my sister.
That's really cool.
Yep. Yeah, so that's the little history of Black America. I got some questions. I got like 7 questions. So, now this question. You asked this. So what are the similarities you see between like Black American history and Mexican history now?
Shit, land.
The thing that got me was the Rio Grande.
Yeah.
I mean, we crossed them for different reasons,
Right.
but like,
Opposite direction.
yeah, in opposite directions. I know. You know, I feel like they should rename, but they would never rename it. But if they renamed it to like the River of Freedom,
Yeah.
that'd be cool.
That would be really
That'd be
dope.
cool.
Cause like either way, like, I feel like as history like goes on, like it people just continue crossing it. That shit's never gonna be blocked. Never.
Yeah, as long as they keep that border.
People gonna be like right now it's a bunch of Mexicans coming up to the United States. Eventually it's gonna be people from the U.S. going down to Mexico.
Maybe.
Like on, I think
We don't know.
I think in 100 years probably like it's like every 100 years they switch it up. I'm just noticing patterns. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that's really cool though, and I wonder if there still be water in it, or like even then. Yeah, that was a pretty cool, crazy coincidence. I think something else that I see like similarities is just like I'm just thinking about that land like when it comes to like, your great grandpa. That was your great grandpa, right?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's only one generation. That's your mom's granddad.
I know.
No, I feel like it's more of a difference though. It's like you have a personal connection right here.
I'm sure you would too. You just
I
gotta,
mean, generations down.
yeah, because like there's all these people in Mexico now, but when you go down the generations, the numbers dwindle, and you get closer to like people that you think are like so far away. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like one man can have like 100 children, and that was a lot of people back then. They just go around. Yeah.
Yeah, dudes was free.
Yeah. Yeah. So you never know what happened.
No, you so right. Yeah. So, you're the one that migrated north. Do you know where he was originally at? Like
My
you said,
great-granddad?
yeah,
It was in Alabama.
he was in Alabama.
Mhm.
Ah, okay. Nah, that's hella far. Still from like the Otomis I was talking about the other day.
Yeah.
Damn. Other similarities.
Well, I don't know though, cause so my great grandma, the one you saw in the picture,
Uh-huh.
I don't know what her situation was. I don't know their situation. Like, she was married to a slave. So I don't like they were native, and I know they were native because they have the the hair and everything.
Yeah.
You don't have that stuff if you're a slave. You're a
Pretty
slave.
straight hair.
Yeah,
I think from what I
she's
saw.
she's native. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the way she was wearing it, like she was
looks like
just
braids.
yeah. Either I don't know her situation.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if they were moving from somewhere. I don't know because
Cousins for real.
she had yeah, because we never know what's going on because she was dark skinned.
Yeah. So people weren't
And
keeping,
native.
like, people weren't keeping track because I
People
think
weren't keeping track. She was black.
I think
but,
if I would have done the ancestry stuff like that, a lot of that would happen on my mom's side, because it was basically just all native, like, and most of the native people were just surviving.
yeah.
They wasn't worried about bookkeeping or none of that shit, even after, like, Mexico had like their whole system set up.
Yeah.
But also saying like how much the Jim Crow laws affected like the Mexicans who were in the South who were conquered, or after the Mexican American War. When was that? Like early 1900s?
18.
Mexican American War. Let me see.
Damn. Oh, 1846. Damn.
And
So
Jim
we
Crow-
had that. Oh yeah, that's another point I wanted to make up. Like we have such a crazy understanding of time. Like slavery in Texas was about 20 years. That was one person's lifetime.
Damn.
Because after Civil War,
Yeah. Fuck.
that's crazy.
So after Civil War, then Jim Crow came along,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like seeing how like the Mexicans who were there when the U.S. now took over that space were affected from Jim Crow. Like I never knew that. I'm 25, and I'm just now finding this shit out.
There's the there's a courthouse down there or a government building down there that has these two trees One was for whipping black people, and one was for whipping Mexican people for social infractions, like looking at a white woman.
Mm-hmm. I wonder why they separated them though.
Who
The courthouse. Where it's like, oh,
separated the black and the Mexicans?
Yeah, this one's for
It's
black
mental.
people. This one's for Mexicans.
They want to just keep it separated. That's what I'm saying. Like
The fear of revolt.
Yeah. Cause and this is the thing. A lot of the black people were natives.
Mm-hmm.
So you never know who's related, who. You don't want to start no little. They start connecting over history and realizing things, and
they saying
you gotta keep people separate. That's a whole game plan.
What's that one cliche? Hey, that bug spray did work.
Yeah. It's like that battle tactic or something.
No. Like separate,
but equal.
Shit, I don't fucking know.
I don't know. That was the basis of Jim Crow. Separate but equal. But yeah, the separation was just inequities.
Yeah, because like I said, like even in Mexico now, like the native population is still like going pretty strong. And given the new president, that they're like redistributing land and giving it to a lot of the natives.
Yeah.
That's insane though.
Yeah. But yeah. Let me ask the next one then. Oh yeah. So yeah, this is a deeper one. So look. Given that we see like the United States now, present day United States, we know they can make these systems and organizations and operations like ICE, you know what I'm saying, to oppress some type of people.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really matter, some type of people. Do you believe systemic racism is real? Like based on that?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How? I mean, I don't know how.
100,000, yeah.
Yeah. I was
like,
gonna ask you how you want to describe how it was. You went to that. Describe your.
But I heard another case
event
today.
Yeah. Describe that last.
That shit was fucking crazy. But like, well, hold on, let me preface this. Like, you know, when I heard like systemic racism like the first time, not gonna lie, I was like doubting it, cause I'm like, but we fought so much for so many of these freedoms for so long. Like, what was the civil rights movement for? What was Obama, what's it called, the Dreamers, right? Like, what was that for?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if anything, the system was just trying to help us. But like as time progressed and I started getting more involved, I think the immigration case I'm gonna talk about right now is like literally the most like eye-opening, eye-awakening experience, because like I go there and all I see is brown.
That's crazy.
I do not see any European immigrants there at all. All I see is brown. And I'm like, that's crazy. So not too long ago, I went to the immigration court in Chicago. Somebody needed a ride. A 12-year-old kid needed a ride to immigration court, which was insane to me. Because it's like, I look at the kid, he's 12, but he looks like he's like 9. He's a little boy, and I'm like, damn, like, you know, at that such impressionable age where it's like, okay, like, now you got a court case. The fuck? Like,
yeah, that's wild.
And so, like, while I was there, like, it's insane how they kind of try to process these people. Like, it's a what's it called? An assembly line, you know? Like I go inside, there's one long hallway, and then there's just a waiting room. And in that long hallway, there's like 15, 20 courtrooms. Right? And these courtrooms aren't like courtrooms that you would see online. Like they're small, they're tiny, like they're just one room. And then you got the judge up there on their pedestal and shit like that. And then you got like 2 small seats right there. One for the prosecutor and defendant, right? Who's the prosecutor? Immigration, and then who's the defendant? Right? The 12-year-old kid. Now, I didn't sit in on that court. I just waited out in the waiting room. But after the fact, like, they ended up throwing it away, where it's just like, he's a minor and needs to talk to somebody else. And I was like, damn, like, that's fucking insane. But there was one part that kind of like threw me off, where this lady did come out of the court like hysterical. You know, I was just sitting there in the waiting room, and all of a sudden this lady just comes out, like, she couldn't breathe. She's like, and I'm like, oh my God, like, you know, like somebody just fucking died. Like, that's what it felt like a mother finding out their kid just died. Which it kind of was, right? She was just applying for citizenship because an American citizen killed her son. I think that's kind of how it goes down. And I was able to talk to her a little bit and like help her out, but like that shit was fucking crazy. And the reason she acted that way was just a basic panic attack. Like, you know, her son was just recently killed. Now she's back in a courtroom again after like probably hearing the case of her son dying, and like she just got overwhelmed. But you know, when it comes to that systemic racism that they're talking about, it's like I can see with my eyes. Like there's no lie. Like I can't deny it, especially when it comes to immigration and ICE, because it's like I said, like if this was something that was going towards everybody, right? Like you mentioned Jim Crow. Now that I think about it, it's like that applied to everybody. But this immigration case, like I don't see everybody. I see a certain demographic, and I'm like, damn, that's fucked. And then today I heard another case where like this couple, like their daughters. Now I think they're adults, but they got detained by ICE for some bullshit. I guess they were all just like in the truck driving, and ICE just happened to grab them. And like these people, unfortunately, they just don't know what's going on. Their main thing was, how am I? What's going on? Like they literally just want to understand what's going on. They're not trying to like fight a case. They're not trying to do this. Like they're just like disoriented as fuck, and like they feel helpless and all this other stuff, and they're blaming themselves. Like, oh, why did we even come here? Because they just got here not too long ago. It's like, why did we even come here? And fuck, I lost my train of thought. Oh, okay. So they just came here, and all they wanted to do is orient themselves. Like they just want to know how the process works. And it's like, you know, kind of one of the scare tactics that I've seen and that I've heard in the Chicago area, where it's just like ICE agents would go through and kind of pick people up before they even have a chance to go to court, in order for them to miss their court date, which gives them the order of deportation. So it's like, okay, before we even give you the chance to even fight this case, like, you know, like the fair trial stuff, like we're just gonna give a court a technical reason to deport you. Like now we have a reason. You committed a crime. You missed your court case. Now you're a flight risk. All this other stuff. And so yeah. Anyways, that was a crazy tangent. But what was the main question again?
Oh, systemic racism.
Oh yeah, systemic racism. So it's like, again, like I see a certain demographic. You know, just because of what I've seen, it doesn't mean like it happens everywhere. But you know,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
I don't think I have to say more to get the point across. But
yeah, I feel you.
100%.
I get what you're saying. Yeah, okay. So now I got another one. So I believe in unity. You know, I feel like something that's holding us back as a people is these ideas of color. Like, we're not children. Like, do you believe in this brown, yellow, black thing?
Fuck no. At this point, fuck no.
Yeah, because look, I was telling you the other day, like, if you have the same skin complexion as my cousin.
Mm-hmm.
If you had curly hair, you'd be black.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, Indians, they're black people with straight hair.
Shit, I used to be called Indian.
Yeah, like if you had the only thing that's different is your hair.
Yeah. Literally.
I feel like a lot of the racial things.
It.
Yeah, I think a lot of the racial things they made was because the hair was different. If I had curly hair, people would think I would be like
Middle Eastern
or something.
Because I mean, people already call you like.
No, when I was over in Abu Dhabi, they kept thinking I was from Sudan or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even know what they look like.
Are people from Sudan? Yeah, I don't know either.
I don't know what they look like.
Because I can think of an Ethiopian.
Yeah, I know what they look like. They look like Indians.
Or Nigerian.
You know what I'm saying? They like Indians with curly hair.
Yeah. Or Nigerian. I can see it.
Yeah.
But
all that
Sudanese,
race stuff, I truly believe it is based on the hair.
That's a really good point.
I think it's based on the hair. That's what I'm saying. I like, dude.
See, this is why I keep you around. Like,
that's just what I'm saying.
See patterns.
Yeah, but I feel like we all black. Y'all niggas just got straight hair. You know what I'm saying?
That's insane.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, damn, you got something metal? You got a knife or something?
I can open my teeth.
I can too. I just was trying to avoid that shit.
Mm.
Actually, give me the.
Back of this?
Yeah. It is. Imagine if I did have curly hair.
You'd be a nigga. You'd be a nigga. That's all I'm saying. You'd be a nigga.
No, and then especially just hearing about all this mixing and shit like that, like.
And then
Like,
a lot
I
of times
can't-
the mixed kids be looking like the ancestors though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe I don't know. I haven't seen photos of my ancestors other than like my grandpa.
Mm.
I'm thinking my great grandpa on my mom's side.
You should go look at the natives, see what they look like. Natives down there, like back when before the Spanish came.
I mean, shit, my wife.
Oh yeah.
Like literally.
Does she speak the other language?
Nah,
Hmm.
no. I do have a friend who does though. He's from Oaxaca. He speaks the native tongue.
Nahuatl?
Yeah, cause like, I think I talked about it last time, but like the way maybe I was talking about it when we were like editing the last one, where it's like the natives like Spanish and the native tongue, like instead of they wouldn't say Mexico, they would say Mexico, things like that. And
So Mexico is like the more right way to say it. Mexico. I mean Mexico.
something like that,
Okay.
or like there's like some mannerisms where some people would like say like muchachos, they say muchachos.
Oh.
Things like that. And Teotihuacan, like the capital of the Aztec Empire, like I guess if we pronounce the way we
with all
pronounce it
them
in
clicks.
Spanish is still wrong.
Yeah.
Teotihuacan.
Yeah, I don't know
Like-
how to do it.
Yeah,
I don't,
yeah.
yeah, I don't know. It's
And-
cool though. I
and
want to
so-
learn that language.
And so like I don't know, like ever since I was a kid, race has always been like a weird thing, because they would never have it like Mexican, because Mexican's not a race, it's a nationality. I'm
It's
like,
a nationality.
what the fuck does that mean, bro? Like,
Yeah.
And then I look into the history, I'm like, what the fuck? So like this should. You curly hair, you're black.
Yeah, yeah.
Straight hair, you got, I don't know.
Yeah.
You're right, like, I don't know.
It's the hair. I swear they did it based on hair, just because they didn't get like other people could have different skin colors. Like in the Philippines, the natives are black,
Mm.
and then the ones we see now, the light skinned ones you see, are because of the Spanish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It's crazy.
it's crazy. That passport, bros.
Yeah, he's goofy. Yeah. Oh, so now, well, why do you think black people are not out helping in the ICE protests in like large numbers across America?
Fuck, I don't know. Probably
And
a lot
do
of
you think
Mexicans
we
say the
should?
N-word.
No, for real.
like, bro, like some of the crazy shit you told me so far, I was like, damn.
Yeah.
And then on top of it, like just like the racism that goes on in, like the Mexican community, like there's no bullshitting around it. It's insane. Like do I blame them? Nah, not really. I kind of be mad too. Kind of like an eye for eye thing. I think that's like the only like heartbreaking part, because it's like especially when talking about Jim Crow, like they divided, like we're equal, but they divided us, and so like that kind of like hatred just kind of keeps going through. I mean, you go to more recent like culture, like I keep bringing up LA. I don't know why. That's the only thing I know, but it's like, you know, there was the Mexican gang members and there was the black gang members, right? And like they were kind of at each other, or they kind of kept to their own. And then even in prison, like they still divide. Like you're all prisoners, right? Maybe some of y'all did some crazy shit. Maybe some of y'all didn't, but like we've been so conditioned to like see ourselves different.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah,
know?
I know, right?
And so it's like, it's disappointing, but like, would I want more? Yeah, 100%. Like with more people kind of like gathering together, being more unified, like it just helps out.
There has to
In
be
any
balance
case.
though. You know, we're not gonna go out and nothing changes.
Yeah.
You know,
Mm.
I mean, like I'm not trying to discourage people from going out, but I would like to see literal change before I would say like people should go out. And, you know what I'm saying?
That's a really good point. Fuck, dude, I knew Woods beating my ass.
Oh,
No, it's good.
okay.
You can't help it.
But yeah, I would just say like I'd rather like see like, hey, let's see people be outspoken against the racism, and then I'd be like, okay, you know, people should feel safer going out there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Because like we have all these cases around like the Rick Chow situation.
What's that?
The Rick Chow, he was this guy in was it the South, like South Carolina or something. So
Uh-huh.
he was a Asian guy, I think Chinese, I don't know. He chased this boy out of his store because he thought he was stealing water, and he killed him. Yeah, and he chased him like 138 yards, and then he shot him, and they say he brought out a gun, and so he was okay to shoot him. Yeah, and then they let him off.
Fuck.
Yeah.
When was this?
This was like a month ago.
What the fuck?
Yeah, you should look into it. But yeah, and I actually asked this to one of my cousins. I'm like, I get people want black people to help with all the ICE stuff, but how do you think that family feels about immigration now?
Mm-hmm.
You know, I get she might have a good heart, and she might not care, but we don't know
Mhm.
because like what the heck? Because I mean, like I don't know his nationality, but if he were like Chinese or something,
Mm-hmm.
like you can't even really have guns in China. So why do you think it's okay to just do whatever you want now
Mhm.
here in America? Well, and he didn't even
Shit.
steal the water. The kid didn't even steal the water.
Yeah. I was just water too. What the fuck? I don't think anything in the store is worth the. Nah, that's fucking crazy.
But you know, I'm not saying good or bad, ICE good, bad. I'm not saying nothing that. I'm saying, how do you think she feels about
Mhm.
it?
After the fact, it's just like.
Because that's real. Like the truth is, he was a foreigner and he killed a black person in America.
American citizen.
And the thing is, like, along with the whole like the 14th Amendment thing, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like the whole this goes back to the Civil War. The 14th Amendment was when did they sign that?
Was it after?
When they put it in 1868. So that's 3 years after the Civil War. Okay. The Chinese Exclusion Act was actually after that. 1 second. 1882. So we know, like that. I'm not trying to advocate for anything, but I'm saying we know that when they made that 14th Amendment, it was not for anybody else but the black people. We know that based on this.
Uh-huh.
They excluded
The
Chinese.
Chinese
after they made the 14th
Because they
Amendment.
brought them in to make the railroads,
Yes.
right?
And so
And
they
it
were
was still
not
a
allowed. Yeah, they were
Mm.
not allowed citizenship.
I think
No matter the 14th
I think Trump
Amendment.
had that in his mind. He was
Yeah.
like, "We're gonna do this shit again, run it back." Like,
But that's why they were able to argue it, because they literally, that it was not meant for anybody but black people.
Mm.
After the Civil War, it was a cause of the Civil War because of slavery.
Yeah.
But like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. They gonna throw up some new bullshit where it's like, cause like after the 14th Amendment was signed, like more black people were born and now they're American citizens. You're a citizen, but still don't got all these rights that.
That was what the civil rights.
Yeah.
We did. See, that's the thing about Black American history. We've done a lot of the fights that, like, you know, like what's going on right now. We fought to end that for black people, and like, yeah, they can, but we it's harder. The foreigners have never done a fight like that. They've been like for the 14th Amendment. I'm not
Yeah.
saying that you're using it bad. People,
Right.
I'm saying they're using it because black people had it.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? They never did.
Yeah, I'm following.
They didn't do it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
We did it.
No,
We fought- we
think
did
that's-
fight in the
I think
Civil
that's an
War,
important
yeah.
like distinction.
Yeah.
Because like I mean, you're not wrong.
Yeah, I'm not saying, and I'm not even saying it's wrong for people to come in and use the 14th Amendment, because it shouldn't even be a thing. You know, these are rules that were made by the British and these white Europeans in this land that aren't really real.
Yeah.
But that is the rule. You know, and like, I get like you're using it, but like you gotta know where it really comes from. You wouldn't be able to use it if the Civil War didn't happen and we didn't fight for stuff like this. Like Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass were people who like pushed stuff like that to be put into the law, and people don't even know their names. The people who say that law is for us don't even know the people who pushed the law into effect.
Yeah, it's a really good like I didn't fucking think about that at all.
Yeah, that's why I feel like if you're in America, no matter if you're a foreigner or not, you have to know American history.
Yeah.
You have to, because it.
I mean, that's part of the standard when it comes to being a citizen when you're being naturalized.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy because, uh, helping people study for like their citizenship tests, like they just switched it. There's the older version, which was a lot easier and it was like a little bit more friendly to people who didn't speak English because you didn't really need to know more than like a third or fourth grade reading level, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Versus compared to the new one that they have, it's like it's all about American history and like kind of how it works. It's like, oh, like what kind of economy do we have, right? Or sometimes they would use like bigger words. I'm trying to think of one. Well, point is like they have more complex questions that goes all over like American history like crazy.
Mm-hmm. It's important.
Yeah.
Especially because of how much racial division is rooted in the legal system.
But you want to know something that now I think about it, one of the questions I believe is something along the lines of like what did Abraham Lincoln do?
Mm-hmm.
And one of the answers, it's like I think there's like 5 answers. But one of them was like freed the slaves.
Yeah.
And then the other ones were like I don't know what.
Yeah. But
even though we kind of know like that wasn't like his point.
Yeah, like he freed the slaves. Yes, he did. I'm not saying he did not do that.
Nah,
I'm just saying that wasn't the
purpose.
goal. Yeah.
And I think the way the question was worded is like, what was the purpose?
Yeah, no.
Something like that.
Yeah. And I'm not even saying white people are against black people, and a lot of white people probably did have it in their heart to free slaves.
Yeah, 100%, because they're like.
Yeah, but I just know.
Christian.
Yeah. I just know a lot of them was like, nah, I don't care about that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. What else? Okay. So now, what does "Make America Great Again" mean to you?
Fuck. The first thing I think of is fucking Trump, and I'm like, fuck. Like, I don't know. I
Just the idea, like of a great America. Like what? I see people ask this online all the time.
We all submit to Rome and to the Pope that we currently have, Pope Francis. No, I'm just kidding. Dude, I don't know. I really don't know, because it's like, like given some of the history like I've been taught, like everything just sounds so nice and pretty and all this other stuff, but like, like, dude, I don't know what would make America great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel like they want to talk about like, oh, let's give it a time where people can all have the American dream, and
yeah,
I think that's what they mean.
The nuclear family kind of thing.
Yeah, but I also hear like what they say they want to take it back to a time before. Like I don't believe in like a backward thinking ideology.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? I believe you should always go forward. You should always look for better things, but I don't think you should ever go back. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. That's a really good point. I would say like, yeah, I don't know what they meant for that. I mean, just from the jump, like, I didn't like the slogan. But it's just because like who it was associated with.
Yeah.
I think at a face value when I hear that, I just think of my childhood. I was like, oh, like
Oh, like when it was like nice.
Yeah.
Like that. Yeah.
But little I know in 2008, 2009, 2010, my parents were freaking the fuck out. They didn't know what the fuck they were gonna do, like the recession and shit like that. Yeah. Like they were down bad, and I was like, yo.
Yeah.
And I didn't even notice. That shit burning hot.
Yeah, that shit is hot, yeah. But okay, all right, last question. Now, how do you feel about technology? Specifically digital technology, not like, bottles and plastics and shit like that. Digital.
Uh-huh.
Internet, stuff like that. AI.
I feel like AI is too easy to talk about.
No.
Because it's like, I don't know. AI is still a little scary. I understand how it works.
You're afraid of
and
it?
its limitations. Intimidated.
Intimidated?
Yeah, like intimidated, be like being left behind. I think it's just because like, like what we studied, I know its capabilities, but I've just been out of the picture for so long.
You ain't missing nothing, bro. I'm telling you.
But like
hasn't
ChatGPT, what it
changed.
was though,
Yeah.
from what it was when we were still in school to like now,
It's different, but bro,
I
it's
feel like
still,
it's at a whole nother level.
you know what they taught us about like how it works and everything?
Yeah.
It's still the same. It's still the same.
It's just
like,
a lot more power.
Yeah, and because I don't use AI.
Yeah.
I don't like it, but like it. I feel like people think it's the final solution too much right now. People think they can use it to get to something great, and it's like, nah. I mean, like
Yeah.
you can use it as an assister to like help a little bit, but
Yeah.
it's never gonna be. It's like if you're building a house, right, and you have a hammer.
Mhm.
Like the hammer is AI. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to use a hammer to put up a door, like every single piece of a door.
Mhm.
You know, I feel like people are trying to use AI like the hammer to build an entire house.
Well, when I think about AI and its capability to do like a lot of things, I think the biggest thing is its influence on social media and like what
Yeah,
people-
the generated videos.
no, it's not generated videos. Like everybody always talks about the algorithm, right? But like these huge social media companies being able to collect enough data for an AI to be able to just feed you exactly not what you want, but what whoever's paying the top dollar to influence you a certain way.
Yeah, they
especially
are.
in politics.
Yeah.
And so it's a little insane. I mean, I love tech. I mean, because I love playing games.
Yeah.
Not a crazy gamer. Oh my god, I want
I
to play.
like tech. Yeah, and I like the.
I like it.
in-
Like
yeah.
I don't spend a lot of money. I don't spend money on expensive things. Like I don't spend money on a crazy car. I don't spend a lot of money on clothes. Like I don't buy expensive things like that. But when it comes to technology, I always buy expensive technology. Like these microphones, no reason for me to buy $400.
Mm.
Right? Like I've had this for over 2 years, even before we started doing this. But I bought it because I wanted it, because it's cool tech.
Yeah.
Right? This Aura ring that I got, I didn't fucking need it, but it's really cool. I like the concept of it. And so like I think it's really cool and it's super helpful and it's fun. AI is a lot. I'm still intimidated by it, but that's just because I don't know. And like when I don't know, it's like it's kind of like where fear starts creeping in.
Mm.
And then in general, I mean, I think it's been great. I mean, there's the only thing I do see that I don't like is like the younger generation. It's looking kind of a little dumb. Like I see it and I see it often.
Yeah.
And I think the only like kids that I've seen that are able to like keep up conversation are kids whose parents are strict about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I know some kids now who are like what, like 12, 15, and
Mhm.
like their parents don't let them have a phone. They don't have a phone. They have like emergency stuff like for calling and stuff like that, but they don't have a phone. And like I'm able to keep up a good conversation with them for hours. You know, like I remember the last time I talked to a kid about anime, and like he was able to actually like get into it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like not just like say repetitive shit they would see online.
Yeah, I like technology. The internet is cool. I feel like it's draining us as a people in America. Around the world, because it's different around the world. But in America, I feel like it's draining us. Like think about it. People stay up just about every night till 3 a.m. on their phone.
That's crazy.
That drains you. You know, over a long time, that drains you. And technology has gotten to a point where
You wake up first thing
you look at, or now if you want something or you want to talk to somebody, you can do it instantly. I can talk to my friend halfway across the world instantly right now if I wanted to.
It takes no effort to kind of maintain that relationship.
Yeah, and before, back when it was the olden days, it took months to even talk to someone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I feel like this is kind of a personal pet peeve, but I feel like because we have the ability to talk to somebody all the time, people feel they need to talk to people all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, it's cool to talk all the time. I mean, I think it's cool.
Bro, I'll be sending reels everywhere to everybody.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's cool, but I just feel like we need to put like the phones down for a little bit and live here.
For real, pick up a gun.
That's all I'm saying. Wait, what? Nah, but
Go
I'm
outside and
saying
shoot some shit.
people, I feel like,
Fuck.
are like living online.
Yeah.
And online is cool, but it's not. It's real too, and I don't know how to put it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think what you're Okay, if I'm getting you correct, like what's online is real because it has like real life consequences.
Yeah,
You
but
know
it's
what I mean?
not. It's real, but it's not. Like, you know that old saying where our parents would always be like, "Oh, don't trust everything you see online."
Yeah.
People don't say that no more, and people trust everything they see online.
Oh, me. I know I do.
Yeah, people don't say that no more. Like I know internet is great, but it's still the same thing it was back then, where it's like, oh, don't trust everything you see online,
Uh-huh.
because
You know
a lot
something
of
that
it's
pisses
fake.
me off? Actually, since you mentioned pet peeves, I hate how much it influences my opinions on things like movies or
Yeah,
anime.
yeah.
You know, like some hot takes,
Because
like
you hear
cool.
people's
Yeah, but like anything that sounds good or smart is what is like sent through. You know, like
yeah.
you know what I mean. And it's like for example, I don't think Bleach should be part of the top 3. I don't see its place.
Weirdo.
I've never like.
What the heck? What would be its place? Hunter x Hunter?
Instead,
No, that's not
nah,
its
Attack
place.
on Titan has to take it. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie.
Hmm.
I'm not gonna lie.
I gotta let other
But I feel like
people-
because early in the internet, like that is what trended. That's the common opinion.
Yeah.
Now I've never watched Bleach before in my life. I tried like one episode when I was like 16. But it's like I don't know. It just kind of pisses me off. It's like because it's trending that Bleach is one of the top 3.
It goes out everywhere.
I accepted that, and I've never watched Bleach before. So how am I gonna say it's top 3?
I see.
Like that's the issue that I have. That's one of my pet peeves. Like it
Yeah.
influences my opinions, and half the time, especially one thing you're good at is
Yeah.
critiquing. But especially when I get critiqued enough where it's like I actually don't know why.
Yeah.
If you were to ask me like why is Bleach top 3, the best I got is
Yeah.
that's what everybody says.
Oh yeah, and to that point, this is like people our age. I feel like people our age to about maybe 40, 45, maybe, have started to like the internet personality thing.
Yeah.
Like it's not so bad with people older than us, but people our age have started to not have personalities because they want to be what they see online all the time. Like if
Yeah.
you have a favorite rapper or favorite artist, you can see all of their movies, all of their songs, all of their ideas and try to be that. Before, you had to wait for a song to come on the radio to enjoy it.
Uh-huh.
So you had
or
to
you have to buy.
or buy it. And so you had to really form who you were, going around.
Uh-huh.
But today you can be like, oh, this rapper is cool. I like how they think. I want to be like that person.
I always hate hearing a motherfucker say they like Drake.
No.
Like since I was a kid, like I think I knew like 2 Drake songs.
Yeah.
But like I'm not
But
gonna
you
lie,
know
like-
what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you. Sorry.
Like people be like, oh, I'm gonna listen to all their music and try to act like them. And
Yeah.
I feel like we see a lot of that right now. People want to act like influencers. People want to act like these singers and these artists and everything. It's like it's not really them.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we see, especially with our age, we see a lot of people who aren't really themselves. And that can be attributed to we're young too. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's worse than it was when our parents were
Mm-hmm.
our age. You know what I'm saying?
No, for real.
Yeah.
I think it was these like I don't know. It in order. So like let's say you take the phone away, right? And like in order to like be yourself, because everybody's always like, oh, you need to work on yourself. You need to find who you are. Usually just like code word for like gotta be a hoe. Like what would someone do at this point to kind of just like still, because like we depend on
I
our
would
phones
say
right now.
reconnect with your own history because
Oh yeah.
like
Fuck. Shit.
look, I know
Oh my god.
my fault.
No, you're good. It's just I try to
Yeah.
keep it cool. Yo, watching this whole fucking thing over again, this is gonna be fucking funny.
Yeah. But like an example of the online personality thing,
Uh-huh.
like I think it's kind of odd. I don't think it's bad, but I think it's odd that people in like China or like Europe dress and try to act like Black Americans.
Uh-huh.
That's strictly through the internet. Not all of them.
Bro, fucking Korea.
Yeah, or even in America. Even in America. Yeah.
There's one
Korea.
rapper that's a Korean, but he's like basically just I think she's trying to sound like Travis Scott or something.
Oh, for real? Yeah. And it's like, It's an online personality because he saw something that he wanted to be like, and he tried to put it into himself.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and we see it in America too, with a lot of people who don't like live around Black Americans trying to dress like Black Americans, trying to get all
Streetwear, bro. What you mean?
And, you know, I have no problem if people like do that stuff, but it's just that it's
Crazy
not.
pattern.
Yeah, it's not really them because they weren't really in that environment. Is what I'm saying.
Mhm.
They were in that internet's environment.
Yes.
They saw that environment through the internet, but it wasn't really them. You know, and they adopted that online personalities of the things they saw through the internet that aren't always real.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of the people, like rappers, who don't really live what they rap, and they're just really lying, and people think that's
That
how
was
they're
the
supposed to
status
act.
quo,
Yeah.
right? Like
Yeah.
at one point, because
Oh, lying in raps.
yeah, that was the
because
status
everybody
quo.
wanted to
'Cause-
be like people from Chicago
all right, like
and
like
New York and shit.
Fucking, I just keep thinking about 6ix9ine, bro, because he's a crazy character. But he said, I think it was before, I think the first or second time he got arrested, but he said something along the lines of, I think it was a Breakfast Club interview.
Mm.
He says some shit like, he was like, I thought to be a rapper, you really had to be about this shit. So I was doing that shit and talking about it. Like,
Hell no. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know.
oh my God.
We
No,
have,
yeah.
we have too many internet personalities,
Yeah, like
especially with our age.
who was it that was like out super violent? TJ? TJ? I don't know. He was like on a Genius video and he was talking about like guns and shit like that. And like every time he would say the lyrics, afterwards he said, I ain't got no ops. I don't have any guns.
He made that.
He's like gay now.
I don't know.
Oh, shit. But anyways.
But yeah.
No, it is super easy. Shit, I catch myself fucking repeating like things I hear online.
Everybody does it. Everybody does it.
It's,
because
no,
we're-
like the stimming part.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Because I do it. That's the thing. It's the like the drug of the internet. Like you can't really. Everybody's attached to their phone all the time. So
Mhm.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Dude, I talk about this with my wife all the time. It's like okay, like we always joke around about shit that we see online and things like that. I was like, yeah, but like when are we gonna stop like scrolling?
Yeah, no, yeah,
Like when are we gonna stop? Like, cause our kids are gonna see that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And so, fuck. I'm not gonna lie though. If I get the hang of it, bro, my kid's gonna be units.
Units.
Units, yeah. It's because, I mean, yeah,
Too
but
much-
like,
oh.
but like all around, because it's gonna be easy to win.
Mm.
Like if the literally the only prerequisite is just like don't let your kids on your phone,
Mm.
on the phone for like forever.
Have them outside doing shit.
Yeah.
Stuff. My bad.
You just said it harder like 3 times. I think we okay.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But yeah, that's all the questions I got.
yeah. Yeah, no, tech is scary. It's good.
It's
scary.
good. I just feel like it's just people rely on it too much right now.
I realize.
Like,
I remember in college. I realized I'm like, okay, like I just need to get through. I don't have to remember anything. I can always. It's always like a Google search away.
Yeah, like, and you know, I understand tech when you're doing something, but I feel like people aren't doing anything.
No,
People aren't
No,
doing
bro.
anything. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, man. You ever heard of
Yeah.
the corporate talk and consultations and stuff like that? I mean, you work in corporate America, so I'm sure you hear a lot of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna piggyback off of you. Let's get back to that.
But yeah. All right. So I guess that's the episode.
Yeah.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
I'm about to eat some hot Cheetos.
Peace.
Let's talk. Look, I'm not going. I speak on where the real plot going. How you make a lot out of little beat potent. Freeze, I do not now ever stop motion. Real high right, you just never got exposure.